to keep your kids safe while driving behind the wheel. We have now entered what many refer to as the 100 deadliest days of summer. This is the time period that runs from Memorial Day to Labor Day. And data shows that during this period, there was a sharp increase in automobile fatalities involving teen drivers. WBTV anchor Alex Giles spoke to a teen driver, a mother, and a trauma surgeon about the importance of staying safe on the streets this summer. He has tonight's Safety First.
Elizabeth Jenkins has a lot to be excited about. She just graduated from Ashbrook High School in Gastonia. And while it is a time for celebration, she knows safety is still a priority, especially when she's out and about on the roads.
And you have to be taking into account like everybody else that you're putting in danger when you're on the road.
She says she knows the consequences for unsafe driving can be deadly. Just last month, one person was killed by a suspected drunk driver in this crash in Raleigh. Police say that suspected drunk driver was just 16 years old. Jenkins says she and her friends avoid bad behavior on the roads.
Personally, I would not want to risk my life doing that. I don't want to be known as the person who died being stupid on the road.
But the statistics regarding teens and drunk driving are sobering. According to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, or MADD, 1 in 4 car crashes with teenagers involve an underage drunk driver. And amongst all drivers, drunk driving deaths are up 31% since 2019, according to the National Highway Safety Traffic Administration. Dr. Carrie Watson is a trauma surgeon at Rock Hill's Piedmont Medical Center. She's seen firsthand the influx in serious teen injuries caused by car crashes.
We see everything from head injuries to broken necks, spinal cord injuries, broken bones.
And she says those young drivers who do survive a crash could still suffer a loss of another kind.
Loss of a scholarship, loss of your license, needing to do community service or drug rehab, things that one decision now impacts the rest of your life.
So, how to prevent this? I met up with Shelly Braden. She's a program coordinator with MADD, traveling the state of North Carolina, speaking about the dangers of drunk driving. And she says dialogue is key when parents are talking to teens.
Don't make them fear asking you questions. Talk to them. Tell them what you really think. Tell them, I don't want you to drink till you're 21. They hear that. They listen to that. Give them outs. Give your child a reason to say no. You know, honey, if you're ever there and you want to say no, tell them that I'm on my way to pick you up and call me and let me come get you.
Online, MADD has a list of suggested methods to prevent someone from drunk driving. Braden is hoping her work will help influence more young drivers and put them on a path to success, just like the path Elizabeth Jenkins is on.
You die on the road, you're affecting your family, you're affecting everybody who's ever known you. You die on the road and you hit another driver, you could kill that other driver. And it's important to be aware of like the outcome of your actions.
Reporting in Gaston County for Safety First, Alex Giles, WBTV, on your side.
Yeah, an important story, Alex. Thank you. You can find a link to the official Mothers Against Drunk Driving webpage, plus all the stories we've covered in our Safety First series on our website. Just head to WBTV.com.